From the moment he was born Prince George has been destined to be king. It's an extraordinary situation for any young boy. The second in line to the throne is set to receive a major promotion that could see him taking part in major royal events in the not-distant future. At 11 years old, George knew he was a prince. He didn't initially know he will be ultimately the king because his parents decided to keep his future role a secret from him in his early years. An insider reveals that Queen Camilla's remarks about Prince George have ignited a royal controversy. Prince William and Princess Catherine, according to sources, were left stunned by her statement, which has stirred a fair amount of tension within the royal family. The shocking comment allegedly made by Queen Camilla suggests that Prince George, despite his charm and distinguished heritage, may not fully realize his potential as king. This declaration can, considering Camilla's own complicated journey through the royal family fraught with scandal and redemption, was seen as a bold move that challenges the monarchy's long-standing traditions. In addition, Prince Harry's recent comments about William and Catherine's children during an interview with the UK newspaper has been described as outrageous and provoked criticisms from those who feel it's unfair. Following the royals' media blitz promoting his new book Spare, Harry told writer Bryony Gordon he worries about other spares in the family, referring to the English saying of heir in a spare, with the spar's role being secondary to that of the older sibling. What's put into context is Harry's belief that members of the royal family are trapped, hence the concern that other spares could end up as he has. Meanwhile, William would never say this about Harry and Meghan's children in an interview. While George, Charlotte, and Louis will undoubtedly inherit royal duties, their father's determination to give them a different childhood could pave the way for a more balanced and emotionally secure future generation of the British monarchy. I think you're seeing a support act here. William and Catherine decided to include Charlotte on that they were together at the service of Thanksgiving for Prince Philip, or for their official engagement to Cardiff over the Jubilee celebration. So in the same way William always has his wingman in Harry, I think it's rather wonderful that being echoed here with George and Charlotte as a father of 3 Williams, determined to give them a different upbringing than his own. According to the body language expert, this is particularly noticeable when you see the photo that William shared with George, Charlotte, and Louis on the beach, alongside an image of himself with his father King Charles. The contrast between William's choice of a pose to illustrate his view of fatherhood and the pose he chose to celebrate his own father's role in his life could hardly be stronger, suggesting that although he appreciates the kind of upbringing he had, he's determined to forge something different with his own children. She continued that the Prince of Wales is taking a more modern approach, adding, William continually shows how he uses lessons from his past to forge the kind of family unit he sees as more modern, more ideal. The couple strives to help their younger children enjoy as normal a life as possible. They'll want to keep their options open while reducing the problems they may face and trying to carve out a royal life of their own without being in the shadow of their heir to the throne. George, among the many benefits of the Prince and Princess of Wales' preference for gentle parenting, directed by what Catherine has learned from her studies of early years education. It's clear that the couple will be striving to normalize their younger children's lives with the hope that they'll never feel as working royals is their only options. The young royals Charlotte and Louis should look to a somewhat unlikely pair on how to conduct themselves as spares, or even spares to the spare, the Duke and Duchess of Venoro, Prince Edward, and Sophie, and claims that they are setting a stellar example for the junior royals with their successful role within the royal family.